Hello everyone, hope you're doing all right. So, it's Monday right now, the 17th of April, and today we had our first trading day. At least for me, I didn't trade. I didn't take any trades. I barely look at the chart, to be honest. And the reason why is because I had no clear direction. And Monday is a low probability for me, like we went over in the previous video. So we expected, or we didn't really expect, but we speculated and we thought we could maybe see a sweep of the previous week high and then a drop lower into this fair value gap right here, and then maybe a continuation higher. Now we got it right so far. We didn't capitalize on it because, or at least I didn't capitalize on it because I didn't trade today. Now, as you can see, price action on the lower time frame as well isn't that clean. Now, I don't go into the lower time frame unless it reaches a premium or discount array for me. So that's something I do, because otherwise I'll make up stories on the 15-minute, which is absolutely not necessary. So for me, if we come into this fair value gap right here, I will look for buys if it's at the right time. Now, I will make another video and I hope to record my routine tomorrow morning in London. So that way you get a better idea, because obviously I can sit here and say what I expect in London, but tomorrow morning everything could be different. So I will record another one tomorrow morning. Now, the thing is, if I wait for this fair value gap to be reached, and this is also something we talked about, if Monday consolidates like this and we reach into this fair value gap and then maybe continue higher, that's the only thing I need to see. So I only need to see a 5-minute entry pattern right here in London. That's the only thing I need to see. Now, what most people do is they go onto the 5-minute and they see these equal lows. They see these trend line liquidity. That's all cool and stuff, but all this noise, not necessarily noise, but all this noise can be avoided by being on the higher time frame, having your higher time frame discount array, and then just looking for your entry pattern. So you don't need to see these equal lows right here. It doesn't matter for us. And that's how your trading plan essentially should be. That's how easy and simple your trading plan should be. I got a Discord DM today of someone that simplified their system so much, and they benefit a lot, and they haven't taken a loss so far, and their system is so incredibly simple, and this was so awesome to see. And this is exactly my goal. We need to make it very simple because we need to focus all our brain points on our psychology. So in this coming week, I want to focus purely, of course, with the technicals, etc., but I am purely focusing on my psychology when I'm trading. Everything else is so super easy to me, so simple, not necessarily easy, but it is very simple. It's a very simple step-by-step approach. So for me, I'm not here scouting on the 5-minute and looking at these equal lows and thinking maybe we could sweep them, or we just swept some buy side liquidity, now we swept some sell side liquidity. Oh yeah, this is perfect, and making up a whole story right here. No, the only thing I need to do is, once we come into this fair value gap on the 4-hour, I want to predict the next 4-hour candle. And how do I do that? I look for an entry pattern on the 5-minute. That's it. Very simple, step-by-step approach. And this is how you can make a lot of money in this business. Now, again, for DAX, I do like this. Dollar has been reaching higher right here today, and this is exactly the reason why I will record another video in London, because right now I just can't tell you if it will disrespect or respect this mean threshold and this fair value gap like we talked about. It can still, in the last 5 hours of today, close down here, and that changes the whole narrative, that changes the whole story. If we close down here, then I would still look for longs on DAX. And if we close up here, so we disrespect and everything, then I might start looking for shorts on DAX, but there is no shorting opportunity for me right now. So what does that mean? Well, basically, I'm not doing anything. And that's also the reality of trading. There is no clear premium array for me right now. It's still bullish on the 4-hour. So if the dollar is not agreeing with my ID, then unfortunately I will have a 50-50 bias coming into this week. And that's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. And you got to take it on the chin and you move on and not force anything. And that's where the professionals again I'm looking for the English word. They get separated from the amateurs. The professionals get separated from the amateurs. So the professionals will say, all right, 50-50 bias, perfect, I'll stay out, no worries. It sucks, obviously it sucks. I was hoping for a very clear week. It's still Monday, so a lot of things can still happen. And I might even catch a trade tomorrow, who knows? But the professionals will say, all right, it is what it is. Not seeing anything clear right now. Let's just move on. The amateurs will look for a way, and they will probably find a way on how to get involved. Now, will this way always be profitable? No way. It will absolutely not be profitable, and will likely take a new system. It will 100% take a new system for you to get involved, because if your normal system is a 50-50 bias and you're not seeing anything clear, then you will go off the tracks essentially, and you will go off the track of your normal system. So you will start looking for a new system, and this starts the shiny object syndrome, etc., etc. And this is not something we want to do. We want to accept the fact that there's not a trade right now, and there's likely not a trade opportunity coming right now, at least not that I can see right now. So we accept it and we move on. Perfect. That's it. Now we don't start seeking for a new system and looking at how could we have gotten involved. No, our trading plan is simply not there, and we don't look any further. That's it. So simple. It's just as simple as that. So on DAX, again, in my mind, if we do come into this fair value gap in London and we reject away from it, then I would like to see, or I would not mind to play a little reaction off of that. So what do I mean? Maybe because dollar is then bullish, if we do disrespect everything on the dollar, if we do disrespect everything right here, again, can't say that right now. I will probably say it tomorrow morning. Then I will have a way clearer view. I just can't tell you right now if it's disrespecting. I need to wait for the candle close. I need to see the daily candle close. And right now, in my opinion, if I look at this candle, if it closes like this, then I will say, all right, we're likely heading higher until the previous week high, and maybe even this weekly SIBI right here. So that's in my mind currently. Again, not too certain. Don't want to call a bottom, don't want to call a top. I'm just in between right now. I would love to see a discount array get disrespected on the 4-hour. We respected this fair value gap we talked about yesterday. So currently order flow on the 4-hour is bullish, but again, the overall order flow on the daily is bearish. So yeah. So as you can probably tell, it's pretty much 50-50 for me right now. Nothing clear for me right now. There might be something clean on EU, GU, or anything, but not on DAX. DAX is just not moving lower. If DAX was moving lower aggressively, whilst the dollar is also moving higher aggressively, that would be great. Then I would probably have a clear 4-hour premium array, which I could trade off, etc. That would be awesome. But that's just not the case as of now. So, yeah, I would like to see, like I was talking about, I got off the topic for a little bit, but I want to play a reaction right here. If the time is right, so London session, we are hovering above this right now, that's perfect. But again, it's not necessary for me to look at even. It's just a nice confluence. If we get something in London, and we get something like this, my entry model, and then I would love to play a small reaction until some equal highs, liquidity, or imbalance or something. Not until the higher highs all the way up here because the dollar is not agreeing with RID. So I will adjust my risk and I will adjust my target. So my target will be smaller. So yeah, that's something I'm looking at. Again, I can't see anything really clear as of yet or as of now. Now, the only thing I do have in play right now is because we swept a previous week high. Of course, as you know, my 1 hour entry model is in play technically. So if we have this and we have an ST right here, then again, if we do respect this ST, if we do get continuation of order flow, then we might have an 1 hour entry model in play for me. That's my model, but again, I'm just not sure. I would love to see longs, but if the dollar doesn't agree on that long, then again, I will probably play a small reaction off of this fair value gap or something lower and see if I can catch a small scalp. So yeah, I'll update you tomorrow morning in London session. Might not be tomorrow morning for you, obviously, if your time zone is different. But for me, tomorrow morning in London session, I'll update you again and we'll see the state of this thing. Now, for my Notion, here, I like to fill in nothing clear as of yet. So I like to do that. If I did have an end of day markup or an important annotation, I would leave it in there as well. But again, I'm making this video. Then the next thing I like to do, I like to copy this right here into my end of day markups layout. And then right here, put an annotation, Monday, nothing clear yet. And then some kind of logic as well. So patience, just to keep yourself reminded. All right, it's cool, it's fine, just wait. So yeah, that's something I like to do, and I'll do this throughout the week as well. And then I'll see you all tomorrow at the next one. All right, stay safe, good trading. And if you do have questions, you can always ask me in Discord. Thank you.